to Joshua 3, verses 4 to 6, which will appear by magic on the screen shortly. Joshua 3, verses 4 to 6. Set a space between it and you. Do not come near it, that you may know the way that you must go, for you have not passed this way before. Next verse. And Joshua said, sanctify yourselves, for tomorrow the Lord will do wonders among you. And I want to pause there, because for us to move forward into the unknown, what is required of us is to sanctify ourselves, to set ourselves apart, to be able to hear and obey the voice of the Lord. It is going to be critical for us this year to be able to do this. There are so many challenges that could come our way that we are not even aware of. And if we do not have that consecration to God, if we are not fully committed to God, if we are not separated from the things of the world and totally sold out to God, we are going to lose our way this year. And so my word to you is exactly this. We have not passed this way before. But if we are to make it, if we are to win the triumphs, if we get across the Jordans, to take the Ais and to take the Jerichos, before we can get there, we must sanctify ourselves. And so I want to leave that with you. There's some other things I want to share, but because I only have 5 minutes, I didn't give my customer 2 hours. I will leave it at that. We will triumph, as other people have said. We will succeed. There's light at the end of the tunnel, but it's going to require that we take action now and sanctify ourselves so that we can take the victory as it comes. Amen.
Magic. Good night, everyone. It is such a blessing to hear everyone's testimony tonight. You know, God has been faithful. He has been good to us. And I just want to give a brief testimony. And I've been in Canada for over, this year, 23 years. And I've been involved in ministry at Solid Rock for the entire time that I've been in Canada. I've been in a stable job, working in my profession. I was a medical laboratory technologist, and I took pride in what I did. I mean, I loved my job. And only this year, I was terminated from my job. You know, there are times where we are walking along with God. We are doing what we are called to do. I mean, I'm involved in ministry, and I'm going to work, you know, coming to church, going to work, coming to church, living my life. And then all of a sudden, my job was taken away from me. It left me stunned, but the thing about God is that before all of this happened, 2 years prior, God started to speak to me in a different way. And I didn't understand it because I didn't know exactly what was coming. But God spoke one word to me in 2019, the middle of 2019, that had me reprogram or take a look at my life. Yes, I was worshiping God. Yes, I was doing the things of God. Yes, I was working a stable job. But God spoke one word to me, and that word He spoke to me was reset. And I never knew what it meant. in 2019, the Easter of 2019. And after God spoke that word, I felt broken, like God was calling me to a place where I had to go back and revisit how I was living my life. Like He wanted me to come up higher. He wanted me to reprogram my mind. And so God drew me to a place of intimacy. When I say, and God and I tight all the time, but it was like an intimacy like never before. He started waking me up from 2019 of that, when I got that word. He started waking me up 2, 3 o'clock in the mornings to just sit. And sometimes I sit there and I'm